Guys, it literally says I'll see you in 2 days. Don't panic. Don't panic. Dude, I boiled water in the kettle so long ago. You have anxiety? That would never happen to you guys. No. Sorry. Oh my gosh. These stinkers. These trash eaters. Hi. All right. Good morning. I was gonna put makeup on, but like I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? I'm gonna be on an airplane all night, so good time zone. I'm gonna make a list really fast. What's fucked up? Thank you. Love that. It's so much nicer. Okay. I'm gonna stream till 11:30 and then I'm out. I'm leaving. And then the country. I'm actually leaving the country. And then I'm leaving the country. I want makeup wipes. Oh, this is drying out. That's so sad. I love that marker. That's okay. We'll write in pink. Y'all are being really sweet about Meme, but the truth is Meme is stinky and a thief and a trash eater. And I feel like not enough people are pointing this out and talking about it. Yeah. Rat dog. Okay. Okay, no, it's worse, Danny. You weren't here. She ate 2 bags of trash. Were you here? I don't know. See you tomorrow. Okay. What the fuck? You guys only want me for my drill. Is Maymay's lawyer in chat? Yeah, right. Like she could find someone to. My stomach just growled for like 30 seconds solid. Shut up. Giggity is crazy. Okay. May and Jane both ate 2 bags of trash together yesterday. Right after I cleaned the house, by the way. Fine. Be naughty. What purse? I want a new purse. I want a cute 90s bag and I can't find one. Hey, and welcome to my unboxing. Today I'll be unboxing this trash. How's everybody's day? Not puked in your favorite chair and then slept in it. Huh? Thank you. I curled it. It won't last. Oh, dry shampoo. Thank you. Tiny. Dry Shampoo. I just have to grab random stuff on the way to the airport. I don't know if the airport I'm going to has better... I don't know if MCO does prepaid parking. Like at the airport I park at, I can pay in advance and it's like slightly cheaper. Making eggs with anxiety? What do you mean you set fire to the kitchen last night? What happened? Airport parking lot. Airport parking lot. I'm doing my best. I'm gonna get there at like... And I'm gonna leave at like... Ooh, I don't know. Ooh. Is this your only option? I don't even think it's cheaper. Okay, whatever. What? Kate! Baby girl. That is scary. Thanks. They were blue and I got them changed to pink. And honestly, I said I wanted them to match the room and they do. But what are we listening to? Dude, I just tried to get a print. I'm late because I just tried to get my printer to work for like, I'm not kidding you, an hour. It says it's full on ink. It's not printing anything. I gave up. I sent that shit to Staples. Fuck you, printer. Fuck you, printer. Dude. I don't know. I don't care. Oh, I need to pack phone charger. Mine's dying. Camera. Switch stuff. Dude, I had it connected for like forever. Finally got it connected. It connects and then I start printing. Nothing's coming out. Okay. Dude, this one you can subscribe to new ink. Maybe I should have, because this full new cartridge don't work. Okay, can I say paper shredders are way better than printers always, and I always know they're gonna do what I want them to do. We're out here making AI to steal our art, and we can't even have a working, reliable printer that doesn't cost a bajillion. I'm saying, why do I owe Staples $1 trillion? Why does Staples want me to suck them off so bad? Thank you, Violet. AI, more like, hey, I can't even print with this thing. Hey, I can't even do what I'm supposed to do with my printer. Thank you for 38 months, little squirt. I wish I could do even a little squirt. You know what I mean? And Pride Month is over, but like, I deserve that. Teach me your dark magic. Staples wants you so bad, it's embarrassing. Dude, is that what it is? Staples has a crush on me. They wanted me to show up. Why do printers still suck? We're literally saying that right now, Violet. Okay, Drag. From you? No. Actually, just checked. No. No, I don't think so. No. No, thank you. Oh my god, do you think it's Big Staple? Big Staple did this to me? I haven't been to MCO in so long, and low-key, I'm scared. I know what I need. That's what I'm saying, Violet. I just spent like a dumb amount. I'm literally an hour late because I spent so long trying to connect a printer this morning. You know what? Because I've been putting a here was where I went wrong. I put my trust in the printer. I was like, it's not gonna take that long. Oh my god. I'll print it in the morning. I'll print it in the morning. I'll print it in the morning. No, bitch, I just had to spend 30 minutes saving files and trying to send them to Staples. Fuck you. And first of all, fuck you. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? I'm gonna take a red eye and leave the country. One of those ones where you fill the ink tubes yourself? I'm sorry? Yeah, wait, you can't see CC? You can see CC. You might have to click on stream and refresh. It's working on my end. I want to fill you with ink. I've been an HP printer before. Maybe that's what's happening. They saw me and they were threatened. Whoa, squirt the ink in yourself. They did that to me. They did that to me when I got pregnant. You think I'm kidding, but I laid there and they inserted me with ink. Like a printer jet, and then they took a fancy scan. And then I was like, where does the ink go? And he was like, it just leaves your body. It comes out the other side of your fallopian tube and leaves your body. It was like a purpley ink. No, it gets absorbed, Danny. You pee it out. No, because so what they do is they inject it up your coochie into your cervix. And the goal is to, I'm going to stand up like it's going to help you, but the goal is that it goes like through your uterus into your ovaries and your fallopian tubes to see if there's any blockages, not into your ovaries, but through your fallopian tubes to see if there's any blockages. So it's like trying to make sure it's clear. So then they do a scan after that. My tubes were clear. But a lot of people say that like just like getting that done like clears their tubes because you're like flushing them. They like flush your tubes essentially. I don't remember it being painful, but I do remember it being a little uncomfortable. I just did one of those. How was it? Fickle giggle. Was it painful? I don't remember it being bad. Yeah, the warm liquid where they're like, it's gonna be warm, don't pee your pants.
That's Italian.
It's contrast. Yeah, it's contrast inside your coochie though, so like it's a little different. Yeah, chat called me inkjet printer for a while. True. Because I was like, does it come back out? You got it in your whole body? Oh yeah, you get it in your whole, like if you get an MRI and stuff and they do contrast, you get it through your whole body. But when you get it for like for fertility, they do it through the cooch. I'm allergic to contrast. That must have been a bitch to find out. That must have been a bitch to find out. After the CT scan. Good. How are your tubes, Figgle Giggle? I'm interested now. I'm allergic to shellfish allergy. What? So itchy? Like inside your body? Like in your blood? Because don't they put it in your veins? One is blocked IVF testing. You don't have to talk about it if that's uncomfortable for you. I'm sorry that's happening. So hopefully every other month you have a higher chance. Is that what they're... What? How do they make IVF? Wait, no. Contrast or MRIs. think that's bald. Hold on. No, sorry. I actually have to go down on Staples. I ordered that 5 minutes ago and it's been printed. Okay, it said by 8:30 p.m. and I was like, I'm gonna ball it to the wallet. Actually, no, I paid for the one that said it would be done in 2 hours. 5 minutes though is kind of crazy. No, MRI contrast is not made from horseshoe crab blood. I'm buzz cut, not bald. This is really weird and scary and sad. Horseshoe crabs used to be everywhere. Millions of years before dinosaurs roamed the planet, each spring, hard-shelled creatures gathered to mate in massive mounds along beaches of the Atlantic coast. But humans began to want something from the crabs too, their blood. In 1960, scientists discovered that the sky blue blood inside horseshoe crabs would clot when it detected bacterial toxins. Vaccines, drugs, and medical devices have to be sterile before they're put inside people. A better toxin detection system meant less contamination risk for patients, so fishermen soon started collecting and selling the prehistoric animals to be bled. The photo is so sad. They're strapped in. A synthetic alternative was later invented and has since been approved in Europe as an equivalent to the ingredient that requires horseshoe crabs. But in the US, the blood harvest isn't shrinking, it's growing. 5 companies along the East Coast with operations in South Carolina, Jersey, Massachusetts, Virginia, and Maryland drained over 700,000 crabs in 2021. That's more than any other year since officials started keeping, well, in 2021, of course you did, because there was a pandemic. I'm gonna give the medical examiners a I'm gonna give them the Benny of the doubt. They were trying to save humankind, I think, in 2021. No, contrast is vegan, but your vaccines aren't. Do they return them? Do they return horseshoe crabs after they take blood? Yeah. The process involves carefully extracting a portion of their blood in a lab setting, after which the crabs are returned to the water. While most survive the process, there's a mortality rate associated with the bleeding, which estimates between 10 to 30%. Do you want to see the photo? Because it's like low-key wild. I feel very strongly about the sea creature thing. I do. No, people don't eat horseshoe crab. Well, I don't know. People I know don't. It's like, this is like a science fiction photo. That doesn't feel real. Guys, I have to tell you something. Y'all think that feels heavily unethical, but we're not, y'all ain't ready to talk about milk. Y'all ever seen a cow get milked? Y'all ever seen a chicken farm? Anyways, dude. Or lamb. Lamb is baby, by the way. Cows need to be milked. Well, just like humans, cows are not supposed to produce unlimited supplies of milk forever and ever. Amen. So, like, I agree with you. I'm not vegan. I drink milk, but I just don't think that is accurate. We force cows to constantly produce milk. I don't know. It must be like more tender. I truly don't know. I've really never had lamb in my life. Yeah, we just be eating babies. Celebrity core. Sorry, that was a conspiracy theorist joke. I do not believe that celebrities eat babies or worship the devil. I just think they're rich and entitled. I mean, you all eat babies sometimes. Bunch of whores. Whores in this chat. There's some whores in this chat. This was more tinted than I intended. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Starshine. Hi, Jade. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, because I had... Can I say something that's weird about Staples? Why doesn't Staples print photos? Anyways, I had to print a photo at Walmart. And then I had to print everything else at Staples. Also, the weird company I'm flying doesn't let you check in online. I thought what I had to do was print all of my boarding passes in advance. Wrong, by the way. Not correct. And the thing is that you can only check in person. Well, I wanted to get a specific size photo printed, and I wasn't allowed to get that printed anywhere but Walmart, which is why I got that done there. Don't know. I know, but like... Well, I need to get them today. No, I'm flying Norse, and you have to like check in at the counter and get your solid boarding pass there. And I didn't. I thought when I checked in or when I bought my ticket, it said I have to bring it, like print it from home. So then I was like, oh, while I'm printing my pass for my flight, I'll print all these other documents I need. No, silly goose. Like literally. Okay, is it bad, Jade? Is it horrible? Have you flown Norse? I'm scared. But like, I have to check a bag anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter to me. Wait, what vegan cheese puff company? The yellow bag? I flew it because the only thing that's cheaper is that they're like don't give you food unless you pay for it, and I'm not eating your food anyway. So I flew Spirit to Jamaica. You can do anything. My flight was like $400 round trip. So pretty fucking cheap. Dude, I bought my... Yeah. Can I say something? My flights to England and my flight to the Netherlands was... But my flight to the Netherlands was like 500. I've had some really good flights. And can I say something? I've been buying them kind of last minute and it's been working out. Doesn't mean that's like the best thing to do. Normally, I feel like they're like 700. The last time I flew, I only paid like Maine. Last time I flew to England, I used miles and I paid like $300 maybe. Two something. I used my Tom Nook miles. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true, Jade. You're flying way further. Because I can just go, it's way faster. Well, also, can I say I'm flying from the East Coast and I live in the middle of two very touristy airports. So I feel like because people are often flying to Orlando to vacation, sometimes I feel like I get cheaper flights because, you know what I mean? 10 hours I feel like isn't that bad. Isn't it normally 8? Wait, Danny, but imagine going from our coast there. Jade's in Cali. It only adds 2 hours. Yeah, it's 8 from the East Coast. It's 8 hours to England. Yeah, smallest airports suck. Oh my God. That's kind of fire, Jade. I'm pretty sure it's 8, yeah. Oh my God. Wait, maybe I should. I wasn't gonna bring my iPad. New York, New Jersey? Danny flies from Pittsburgh. 6.5 because of the winds. I want to see if it tells you how long. Hold on. No, the other way. Okay. Yeah, 8 hours. Matt phobic. I don't think Drack's coming. Drack's moving out of their university housing tomorrow and they have a moving van, so Drack can't come. I know. Everybody point and laugh. I'm so sad. I'm gonna go get a massage. Tell me if the place is good. Have fun. I miss you so much, GD. I woke up thinking about you. Wait, I didn't like wake up in my first... Well, like I woke up and I was laying in bed thinking about you. Like, wait. Love you. I was laying in bed last night thinking about you. I'm gonna make Mima come up to Pittsburgh for Ren Fair AMA. Girl. I just had to pay a lawyer so much money. I don't know if that's happening. It's an ancient bath spa in Covent Garden. Oh my God, an ancient bath spa. Nora dreamt about you last night. Did she? I caught a moth today. Should we talk about the moth? I took a walk with the dogs and I found a moth on my porch screen. It's called a pearly, what's it called? Pearly wood nymph moth. And it's supposed to look like bird poop, which I think is so cute. Like, it's supposed to look like she thinks she looks like bird poop. She's literally so beautiful. And oh my God. Guys, sorry. I got Rosie maple moth eggs. This is like way harder than, and it's in America, so they won't fly across the country and die in transit. I'm sorry for scaring you. I fucking forgot. Sorry, this is the most, if you could imagine my stupid moth obsession and this be like a dream, this is my moth. Sorry for yelling. If you haven't seen a Rosie maple moth, can I show it to you? First of all, that's her little face. This is the cutest moth known to mankind. So when I get back, because Luna moths are super easy to get, I'm going to buy Luna moth caterpillars again. They're not going to get wiped out by a bacteria. And we're going to do Luna moths.
Moth's Italian. Hope you're having a lovely day. Happy moth egg announcement
Oh my
day.
God, cute. Sorry that I made you drop your croissant. We have just had, like, I've had, this is like, I feel like good things are coming our way because I won't let anything happen to them. My alarm with these is that the place I ordered them from didn't send me an email confirming my order, but I think it just, maybe they didn't have it. I'm checking my junk. Nothing. But I did take a picture of it. My problem is like, I'm gonna check my mail. They're pre-order, so they're not there yet. And you can't really estimate when your moth might lay eggs. Do you? I really want a Polyphemus moth. I'm waiting for the Luna moth DLC to drop. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Louis needs shoes. His foot got 8,000 times the size. Instantly. We're trying to get Louis a sensible shoe, but Louis wants these Adidas Run Falcon Spider-Man shoes. And I said, Louis, you need a different tennis shoe. And he said, I love them, Mama. I love them, Mama. Okay, well, fuck. I guess you have to have them then. What do you mean? I love them, Mama. Okay, I'm seeing if they come in his size on. No. Only this place. Oh, out of stock. They only come in 7s. Why can't I get an 8? You sluts. Belk? Belk, you got an 8 for me? Yeah, hell yeah, Belk. Fuck yeah, Belk. Vegan Sambas. Dude, toddler shoes should not cost as much money as adult shoes. That is so fucking... I just literally... Bank robbery. Highway bank robbery. I just don't know how that's even allowed. They should be like $3. Yeah, I'm saying. Oh my god. Toddler Skechers are so fucking funny to me. Do you think they make toddler New Balances? %, yes. Well, fuck me. The chances are high. Sorry. I know what you meant. You meant 100%. I'm just being a dick. %, yes. And 99% fuck no. And they probably cost as much as they do for adults. Like, get a grip. Oh my god, are you okay? My failures deserve it. Like, who names these? Jazz sneaker. The fuck? What fuck ass named these jazz sneakers? Toddler jazz sneaker. Jazz ass sneaker. What the fuck? And that's hip hop. Outside. Wanna hang out? Is this my neighbor that's really nice to me? Not me being nosy, Italian. And it's literally just like a man walking his dog right outside the window. My bad, homie. Enjoy your walk. He's literally like looking up. Sorry. You like jazz? You like jazz? I love jazz. I think it depends on the jazz. Some jazz is too fancy for me. Some jazz is too out there for my liking. Get the little man some drip. I'm scared of you. What is this? What the fuck? I really like them, so yeah. $83. Get a grip. I'm gonna grab Louis some Hello Kitty sneaks. Elmo? Anyone? What? Like, who? Whatever. Dude. I'm saying. And like 8s are too big, but like 7s are too small, and they don't make half sizes for toddlers. Why? Because they don't like us? Because they want my toddler to fall down and hit the ground? We do normally buy secondhand shoes. That's where most of his shoes are. They're from secondhand shops. But I'm not doing that right now. Not when there's a specific shoe that my toddler just said he loves. I love them, mama. Some people like to see the world trip over. Some people like to see the world trip over. Do you have to pack stuff today, Drac, or are you just freeballing it? Oh, have fun playing with Nora. Hi, Nora. I love you. I should be packing, but I'm procrastinating. Me. That was me. That's me. Okay. Love you even though you rip bozoed me. Business or pleasure? Pleasure. Ew, I'm going to see Billie Eilish in London. But tomorrow I get to see like a bunch of people from chat. I don't think that they're opening for the one I'm going to. I'm looking. On the 10th. Will it say on this ticket finder? I understand. I don't know. I'm busy tomorrow. I'm busy the 9th. I'm busy the 10th. 11th, 12th, 13th are up for debate. So no, not every day. Yeah, it's not. It's someone called Sid. Magdalena Bay is doing like the 14th through the 17th. I'm gonna be streaming over there, yeah. Sid was an Odd Future and is now just gay and makes music. I don't know if I'm gonna IRL stream, but if that remains the case, yeah, please. Jade leaves on the 9th. So Jade will be gone, and I don't know if Danny will come back because Danny's taking a long train down and calling out. But if I'm free, I absolutely would love to. Please. I just don't think I'll really know until I get there. Streaming from the dark void that is Hannah's room. I'm gonna stream from Hannah's room, yeah. I think it'll be cool to see me as a living enigma, a cryptid, if you will. I'm bringing my own camera though. Enact imperialism on the world for spices just to make some jellied eels. I'm sorry, what's happening? What's going on? Pardon? Pardon me? I really specifically want 2 things that I don't have. Also, like, I'm not about to get my period, but I did have a literal girl crisis last night over absolutely nothing. Have y'all ever spiraled over literally nothing? Ooh, I know what I want. I need a foundation.
That's Italian.
Almost sub-baby time.
That's so true, Danny. Dude, I want a specific pair of kitten heels that don't exist. Like, I don't own them, but I want them. And I want a different bag. And until I have those things, I will live in a... We live in a world. We live in a world that ignites so much division within our population. While we might not always have the control to change what's going on outside of us, we do have the ability to go within ourselves and be conscious in our own thoughts and actions. Identify and be rid of what doesn't serve you. Anyways, when I lived in Missouri, I ordered takeout one time and my Uber Eats driver texted me that. I said this to Kat, but if any of you come to UK, you have to go to the cities that aren't 99% white. It's the white cities you'd be finding jellied eel. Okay, but wait. I haven't seen jellied eel in London. I feel like... Is London 99% white? I feel like London's so diverse, but maybe I'm just bald. Is that because I'm staying with a brown person? 46% of Londoners identify with Black and minority ethnic groups. Grant. What's happening? I don't like mushy peas. Dude, I want fish and chips. Ah! Oh my god, I want takeout Chinese. Ah! Dude, London has such good food. Oh, okay, but I will say fish and chip slaps. And I love her. And you know what? Fuck it. Y'all be cooking cheese good over there. I like the way y'all cook your cheese at the pubs. Yeah, cook me some cheese, wench. Cook me some cheese. I want to dip some stuff in it. Oh my god, I want prawn toast. Maybe we have a few drinks and get Chinese food, Danny. Sorry. Get a Chinese. I hate that. It feels like I'm kidnapping someone. Fish and chips is 1W. You know what I haven't had yet? I haven't had any Indian food in England. I've had pho, I've had Chinese, I've had sushi. Even Mexican food. I love cheese. Oh my god, sorry, Zen. Oh, my phone's gonna die. It'll last long enough to ask one singular question. Do you call it getting a Chinese? Say it. Say it, my phone's gonna die. Is that mac and cheese? You look,
oh my god!
You look insane! You look like a robot.
Yes, we say, yeah, let's get Chinese. Let's get, yes, fuck off!
Must be regional? Dude, I constantly hear people say that. Charge your phone. Hannah's glasses just now while she was making mac and cheese. It's because they say, like, they're not being racist. They aren't saying let's go get Chinese food. They say, like, let's go get a Chinese, like a Chinese meal. Like, they're saying Chinese as a meal, like as a word. They say it with all of them. let's get an Italian. Let's go get an Indian. Like, I don't think we should. Leave them where they are in their bed. Let's get a McDonald's, a Taco Bell. Okay, wait, Danny, what do you mean the C slur? What do you mean the C slur? Putting them in your attic? Your room? Your bedroom? I do say a McDonald's. What'd you say? A Chinese? They say that instead of the word Chinese. Danny, I don't know what you mean. What? No, I don't want to learn a new slur. Jesus Christ. Wait, they say that? Why would you say C? Why would you say that one? I'm Asian, I get the pass. Exactly. And I hand it to you. Why would you call it that? I did see the girl from Love Island get kicked off for being racist, but like, I just assume, can I say something? I assume if you're hot and vapid enough to be on a show like Love Island, don't come for me. There can't be enough personality there to make you a good person. There's racism there somewhere. You've done something horrible in your life. I don't know. I'm gonna go with TikTok. I also think it's because like when you're like when you're like around people like that, like hot people who like drink and like do dramatic things, I think that it's they literally are just like, they don't live, yeah, they don't care. Good luck, Drac. I believe in you. I just feel like there's something so demeaning and belittling about people. It's like, I can't watch The Bachelor. I don't know. Like, we've talked about this. I struggle with reality TV. I don't think it's even fun. Like, I just like don't get, especially because so much of it is like women trying to be hot and get men's attention. And I feel like it just like feels, not to sound like a motherly feminist, but it just sounds really, even if you're like aware that it's a negative thing, like by watching it, you're just like perpetuating it. And I just feel like it's like really bad. I really feel like people need to go into the world with that quote. What's that quote? You're being pretty is the least interesting thing about you. But like I feel like that's all they've got going for them, and that's why they end up being racist. Tell me what kind of moth you like. I don't want the next generation of women growing up to think that everything they do, fake orgasms and look hot, is all to appease men. I feel like that's sad, and I just feel like every reality TV show that exists right now just perpetuates that, and it sucks. Tell me how you'd raise a homunculus on your own. I'd kick it out. I'd kick the homunculus out. How about that? Never seen I Kissed a Girl. I'm not judging you, because I think that if you enjoy anything right now in the world that is horrible, like fucking do it. I don't care. If if somebody judges you in 2025 for being unhappy and doing something that makes you happier, I just can't be bothered. The world is so bad. Do not spend the rest of your life being miserable. Don't do it. Literally don't do that. Why would you do that? That's crazy. Don't do it. And you're all like, and everybody's like, oh, but I'm so old. Just do whatever makes you happy. You can't live like this. The world is so miserable. It's so bad. Come on. You can watch a reality TV show. You can throw your printer out a window. I don't watch TV. I am watching Couples Therapy. And I did just watch, after giving her much shit, Love on the Spectrum. And while I still enjoyed Love on the Spectrum, I do think that it leaves room for critique. But Matt's 34, Ancient. Matt's 34, Julian's 33, Hannah's 33, and I'm 32. Anybody else got an age to throw out? We're all older than you think. A baby. I'm 26. You're not 32 anymore. I had to think about it though. Yeah, Aaron, I feel the same way. Just turned 40. Yup. We do generally tell you guys not to tell your age on stream, but like, whatever, who cares? I feel like is it? Hannah got air conditioning in her room. By the way, can I say something as an American that just sounds like so Europe? Oh my God, they're gonna get a boner for me saying this. Europe. That includes England right now. Get air conditioning, you fucking idiots! Oh my God. Grow up. In global warming, it's time. Stop it. Stop. I'm so fucking sorry that happened to you. I don't know how we're feeling about jokes, but like your dad passing in Aries season? Come on. Something in Aries would do. I'm really sorry. I like can in no way make up for any grief you feel, but I'm glad that you can feel some sort of distraction here. You will never be able to solve global warming if you can't think because you're so hot in your England or European home. You can't live like that. I don't know how to do it. Anyways, like all residences in the UK, there's like 8,000 stories and Hannah's at the top of them. She has air conditioning now. Like 2 weeks before my birthday too. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, what the fuck? How are you supposed to enjoy your birthday? Dude, such a dad thing to do. Get a grip, Papa. Okay, AC makes global warming worse. Sure. You know what's really making global warming worse? AI. and corporations. Hey, I play a game with Louis. Louis is in his destructive toddler era. So we play a game now I saw it on TikTok. We play a game called Small Business Big Corporation, and it's where I build something beautiful and Louis destroys it. And I go, no, my grandmother started that business. I saw someone on TikTok say that they're like, what like woke you up as a kid? Like what moment were you like, oh, I don't want to do that. I can't live like that. And they were like, what woke me up is that my dad would play Small Corporation, Big Business with us. I mean, Small Business, Big Corporation. And they would like go to the beach and build like beautiful sandcastles. And the dad would be like, here comes the big corporation, and destroy them. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to take that. Can you recreate how he destroys things during this game? Oh, in any way, shape, or form. I'm building blocks. He's kicking them over. Sometimes we have a bulldozer. Yesterday, he knocked his blocks over with a school bus. That was new. He'll use a ball. He'll use anything. He wants to make things go boom. And I have been so long. Okay, wait. This is a parental flaw. So for so long, I've been like, can you stop? Something about it is like low-key frustrating. I think you've all been a kid who's had your toys kicked over by a destructive child, and I have the destructive child, so I'm just trying to make him at least like kind of aware that he's destructive. And I'm like, why can't you just build the blocks with me, bro? Can you not just build the blocks with me? Why do you want to destroy everything I love? Anyways, I started doing a thing with Louis a while ago where I say, oh, we can't destroy that yet. We have to say, Mama, can I play? Or Mama, can I knock that over? Mama, can I knock that over? So anyways, we're consensually knocking things over now, which is good. We're going to have an ad break in 53 seconds, but like, you're not going to miss anything. I'm just going to talk about my kid. Oh, no, he loves it. And can I say something? He also won't do it himself. He won't build the shit himself. He does not care. But if you tell him no, will he listen? Yeah. And if he doesn't listen because he's 2.5 and he doesn't have impulse control, I physically block him. It's like all you can do with a 2.5-year-old. He literally doesn't have impulse control yet. So I will hold him back until it's time. And then I'll say, okay, now you can go. And then he can do it. But like, yeah, you can. That's a really good idea. We have a rule where kids can only knock over what they build. I'll try that. Thank you. Hey, Louis can destroy the government. He's gonna do it. I will raise him to. It's gonna be hard for me to keep raising Louis with Spider-Man on my butthole, but I'm gonna do my best. And you know what? I saw something that I really try. I can't help. I really don't want to be judgmental. I'm trying really hard not to, but I'm having a really hard time existing in this parenting world where people won't stop giving their kids iPads. It's honestly really pissing me the fuck off. Like, it's really upsetting. Like, it's really hard. I don't know. Of course, like, obviously, I literally, truly feel like raising iPad kids is gonna ruin everything. Because they don't have an appreciation or the ability to... they get whatever they want. Not that I'm saying their parents give them everything they want. That's not accurate. But when you're given a piece of technology that gives you everything you want instantly at such a young age, I think it's really dangerous. I was literally saying this to Hannah the other day, but the reason that I was so into learning about Egypt as a kid, or like wanting to learn other languages, or like playing pretend, or like playing with fairies, is because I was bored. Kids play because they're bored. Kids imagine because they're bored. You have to learn by being bored. You cannot create a better country or a better world if you're not bored. You don't daydream about a better world unless you're bored. Stop entertaining them. Literally shut the fuck up. Can they be bored for 5 fucking seconds? It's maddening. Dude, make something. Read a book. Get off your phone. Everybody. And like, they're doing it because you're doing it. Yeah, not bored like sitting there doing nothing. Although, you know what, in 2025, even that is better than being on your phone sometimes, I think. Well, that's what, see, this is what like struck this is I saw a kid carrying it around. You know, they come in like iPads for kids, and then like, obviously I try not to be judgmental because I know they're an incredible accessibility tool, and I think that's amazing. But I think we all are aware that they're not entirely being used as an accessibility tool. I want to say, I don't know statistics, but it's gotta be like 75% of the nation is kids have an iPad. And they're in like an indestructible carrying case. Like, just carrying it around everywhere they go. That is wild. Like, I think my kid can be maybe a little annoying to people in public because they're so not used to seeing a child be on his own. Sorry that my child said hi to you 17 times. He's not allowed to use technology. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, was he annoying waving at you through the door? I wasn't distracting him at the library. I was letting him explore the plants and talk to people. Not talk to people, but like wave at them. But like, I just feel like people are so, it's like a world of like, people are annoyed by kids and then they have kids and then they're like, okay, here's this. And like, as a nation, everybody's just so fucking annoyed with kids. It blows my mind. Like, everybody's just over it all the time. Nobody has anywhere to go. No teenagers can go fucking anywhere. Kids in the middle, there's nothing. There's what local parks? And then I think on top of that, parents don't want to spend time with their kids because they like, I think it's that like method of like distract and not, what do people say? They don't want to be distracted. They want to be included. Kids don't want to be distracted. They want to be included. They don't want an iPad unless you teach them to want an iPad. Your kid never woke up and wanted an iPad. Your kid never woke up and picked YouTube over you. They pick you over YouTube. They pick you over and over and over again, unless you teach them not to. Literally, unless you teach them not to. We are not going to say hi to everyone in the store today. Honestly, like, my life aspiration for Louis is to say hi to everybody. I feel like the least that the opposite of raising an iPad kid is I want my kid to be able to say hi to everybody. Oh, specifically too, that's so bad. But that I think goes back to technology, B, because other parents are just on their phone. So if your kid maybe isn't an iPad kid, but you're on your phone, then who's watching your kid? Well, if you ever see me in public, bet your fucking bottom dollar my son is saying hi. And he's not saying hi. He's actually yelling it at you. Hi! And I'm like, we have to talk quieter. I know you get it from me, but like, we have to talk quieter. We've gotta. No, that's how I was raised. I was raised with limited technology, but fearful of other people. So like, I'm a weird combination where like, I feel like that led me more to being on the internet. Because like, I think there's like our generation is like, our parents like got introduced to stranger danger. So like our parents, I'm 32, but like my parents grew up where like everybody was outside doing whatever. Nobody knew where anybody was and nobody had technology and blah, blah, blah. But then we had like a little bit of technology, but then that sort of created a fear in those parents where we couldn't live life like that. I definitely don't think I need to write a parenting book. Everything that I could possibly tell you is on the internet already. Lord, did you hear Jane? Also, you don't have to say hi to my kid back because like sometimes I think my big thing with Louis is trying to teach him benevolent attribution, which is like when people are mean or forgetful, or you see something that you don't like when somebody doesn't pick up after their dog. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe they were in a really big rush. But like I feel like when people aren't as kind to Louis, it gives me the opportunity to teach him that like maybe. Yeah, well, I would like to, the world is so bad. Why would I want him to think everybody in it means him harm? It's that, have y'all ever seen that clip of the guy who's interviewing people and somebody walks past the camera and the guy recording gets really mad and the guy's like, oh, he didn't know. We can't assume everybody in the world means harm. My daughter always assumes when someone is upset, they have growing pains. Louis assumes that if you are anything but happy, that it's negative. And I don't know how to like, but like he'll say like, I'm not sad. Mama, not sad. Be happy. And I'm like, Mama's allowed to be sad. Also, sorry. But also I'll be like, are you sick? And he's like, I'm not sick. I'm happy. Don't assume malice when you could assume curiosity. Like, okay, yesterday I went to, it was this TikTok. I love this TikTok. I love this audio. I want to clip this audio.
People just walking in front of it like we're not recording.
It happens. People are people. None of it's intentional. Never attribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence. It's far more likely that they're all in their own worlds, doing their own thing. They're not paying attention to the world around them. And we all do it every day, whether you're driving, walking down the street. All of our lives are just as complex as everybody else's. Everything you have going on, they have going on. Nobody knows what everybody else is going through. We also need to be a little more self-aware and aware of the world around us.
That was deep.
That's literally Sadie. That's literally was me the other day. I was like crying and I was like, I love you. I'm sad. It's okay for Mama to be sad. Mama's going to be sad for a while and then she's going to feel her emotions and then she's going to be fine. No, I love that. That's how I want my toddler to be. It's so good. But I think that's like the benevolent attribution of like when you're, I think we did it while we were driving the other day. I feel like I was streaming, but I was driving. I think we were driving to Dunkin' and somebody was honking. People were honking. And I was like, why are they honking? I was like, they're not being very nice. And then I was like, you know what, Louis? Maybe they're in a rush. Maybe they have to go poop really bad. You have no idea. I'm a light flasher. I'm not honking at you unless necessary. If you're about to hit me, I'm honking. That's about it. But other than that, you're getting a very gentle and polite light flash. I always assume someone in the car is in labor. Like when somebody's going too fast or like somebody's in a rush. either two things. As an adult woman, I now assume it's a man with penis issues. And also the other side of it, I'm like, what if there's a medical emergency? Surely they have to go to the hospital. Unless they're swerving hella, and then I'm like, they're on their phone. My car tells me when people are driving away. Oh, amazing. Because I'm constantly like this. Or I'm like looking at Louis. What's the itchy butt theory? What do you mean? 9 out of 10 if I'm speeding, I have to poop. Can I say something? I'm not like normally rushing somewhere to shit. I'm a nervous shitter, and I'm not like rushing to shit somewhere. That's just like that's not how I was raised, not how I was born. I lost something once. I will also say I hate when people are aggressive and honk at really slow drivers because I know they're old. And we all know they shouldn't be driving, but we can't change that. And they are driving and they're scared. And what is honking gonna do at that elderly woman? Oh my God, get a grip. What is wrong with you? You're being mean to someone's grandma. Ah. Yeah, you can change that old people shouldn't be in the road. Okay, but I'm saying like in Florida, like on one lane roads, when there's like an elderly person driving, people get so aggressive. This is what I was gonna say. I went to Publix yesterday to get food. My cousin is staying here to watch the dogs. And I went to get food for them, and I was waiting in line. And the way that you wait in line for self-checkout at my grocery store is like not great. You could come in from any angle. There's no determined line. It's just all over the place. And a woman just walked through in front of like 5 of us in line, okay? But like the line is like not descript, and she was distracted. Like you could just see she was like looking at like a recipe on her phone, and she was carrying her groceries, and she just like walked up. And I was just kind of like, I was alone, but I was just like, and the woman next to me was like, she went up to like the next one that was ready, and she was like, went up to this woman and was like, you skipped all those people. By the way, you skipped all those people. And I was like, it wasn't that big of a deal. She clearly didn't mean it. It wasn't with malice. But like the woman felt so bad. And I felt horrible because I feel like the woman came at her so aggressively instead of being like, honey, the line's back here. Line's over here. She didn't know. Like I've seen people be malicious, but this woman like didn't know. And I feel then she felt so bad. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. I think obviously we don't want people skipping lines, but this woman just like didn't know. And then the other woman came at her so aggressive. And then this woman like came up to me and apologized like multiple times. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like I had no idea. Like I was just like not paying attention. I was in my own world, blah, blah. I was like, girl, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I do not care. I got nowhere to be. I did not take it maliciously. Have a good day. Have a nice day. But like that's the kind of shit that I think on a bad day to me would make me cry. And I really like afterwards in the parking lot was like, does she need a hug? Because I think that would make me really upset. Because like imagine you're like already okay, because all I can put myself through is like obviously like I've been having like a not amazing past few months, and I get like really like in my head. I'm sure you have felt like this at some point where you're like so upset that the rest of the world like doesn't exist and you have a hard time existing in it. I have a hard time thinking. And like I just like imagine me being like zoned out and like not paying attention in a grocery store, and then somebody's mean to me because I accidentally skipped the line, and then I cry. And then I would have cried in public. I just feel like I don't know. All I mean is like I feel like even though I think we could have just approached it differently. I feel like we could have approached her differently. I feel like hey baby, I know you didn't mean to, but the line's back here. That would have gone a little better. Why is our jump? And I know obviously this sounds so silly coming from a streaming mindset, because like I know obviously like I've done like content where like I'm mad at people instantly, but I would like to say it's my God-given right. And I'm normally right. But like IRL, I think that we should just be approaching people with more empathy. Well, I think also getting mad at little boys on the internet is very different, but if I could get mad at their parents, I would. Common courtesy saved me. Manners? Not today. Oh my God, I can tell you how I handle a child being mean to my child, because it will happen to you. It does happen. A child was really mean to my kid the other day. Not the other day, maybe like a month ago at the park. I think I talked to Stream about it, but I took him to the park and there was kids playing inside of this toy, actually made for my son's age, and they were much older. And I talked about this on stream because I think normally what's really upsetting is like when children are mean like this and it's regulated, like where they're hearing it somewhere else. It's just what I'd like to say, because like for me, it's always not the child's fault, it's the parents. And I do think kids do things like out of your control. My son will call me mom now instead of mama. That comes from daycare. I can't change that. It's Sulavu. So it's not 100% the parents, but you know what I mean? How the parents handle it. You know what I mean? So Louis was trying to play and the kid was like being really aggressive and like being mean to Louis, saying like, what's this baby doing here? Like, why are you here? Get out of here, baby. Nobody wants you here. Like mean, like super mean. And Louis is 2. And this kid was like, I want to say 4 or 5, maybe 5. And I said, oh, how old are you? And they were like, oh, 4 or 5. And I said, oh, so you're really only like 2 years apart. So you're kind of a baby too. I was like, so it's not, that wasn't very nice. It wasn't very nice. We could word that nicer. But then the parents, you could literally hear it. Okay. I mean, politely, you literally are a baby. But like politely, then the parents were like, are you being mean again? And I was like, so is that going to solve the fucking problem? No. And he's like 4 or 5. So like very obviously to me, kids are, it's really hard though. Can I say it's so hard? When a kid, no matter how old they are, is mean to your kid, you instantly want to buck the fuck up. Like your immediate in your heart gut reaction is to be like, the fuck did that kid just say to oh my God, it's a child. That's a kid. Like right now, Louis' big thing is like when I take him to the pool, he like sprays everybody with water. And I don't like it. And we have to learn about boundaries. So I have to say over and over again, oh, that's not okay. She doesn't want to be sprayed. Nope, we have to take that toy away if we continue spraying, blah, 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 over and over again. But like, and it's annoying. But like, it takes like a kid like what, fucking 40 times to learn something. If you do it like the learning over and over way. Literally, I always have to be in my head like, that's a kid. And I think immediately then my thoughts go to where's the parent? Because then if the kid's not being nice and nothing's stopping them, then I always say, oh, where's your mom? Where's your guardian? Where's your parent? Where are they? So I can tell them how to parent you, because you're clearly not being parented right now. Heads on the swivel for the adult. No, I think you just have to be really... kindly confrontational as an adult with a kid. You don't really have the opportunity to not talk to other people, and you have to talk to other adults. So yeah, I want to say like a few months ago, I was at the park and there was this kid like following us around. Me and this other parent and our kids were playing, and then this other kid was like doing some crazy shit, and I was like, where is your guardian? Like, who are you with? And they're like, oh, and I was like, no, but like, where are they? And they were like, I don't know. And I was like, I need to see them. I need to see who you're with, because like they were just like being unsupervised, like asking for my child's food and like asking for like, I don't know, like an unsupervised child in a way where I was like, some things are alarming. Well, it was just more like, will you come push me on the swing? Will you come do this with me? And I was like, who's taking care of you? So sad. I also feel like you can still be a good parent and your kid turn out in a way that you didn't imagine, but how you handle that information is how, you know what I mean? No, I was like a babysitter, Amberly. Like a teenage babysitter that wasn't watching them. Because I feel like no matter what, like once you release your child into school, there's like a lot of like external, I don't know, Louis not like entirely in school. I feel like there's a lot that can bump into noodles that you have no control over. And like, I think they're also like, you could breed a child so sweet that they feel passive, and maybe that means they feel the need to prove themselves at school, and then that leads to them acting like a bully. But then like how you handle that with them. I just feel like when it comes to like a toddler and somebody's supposed to be watching that kid, it's always, where's the parent? I don't know how we get to this. We always get to hating on iPad parents. And you know what? I hope that this isn't a safe place for you. If you would rather hand your kid an iPad 90% of the time than hang out with them, I'm judging you. And you know what? Fuck it. I hope you know it. Go to the library, you fuck. Dude. I don't care. I actually don't care. You're raising a child that won't be a valuable part of society because they don't know how to interact with anybody or entertain themselves. Who said that? Dude, you don't even have to read a book to your kid. My kid reads books to himself in the backseat. He can't read. I don't understand the desire to do it in cars. I don't get it. Because, like, while it kind of sucked when he was a baby, I never gave Louis an iPad. Like, I think he had one, like, in a road trip once or twice. Dude, he's fine in the car. He'll sit there in silence. What's that, mama? We're going, mama. What eating, mama? I have a bin of books that we rotate through. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not saying if your kid watches an iPad in the car, then they're an iPad kid. But, like, if every moment of every day they have to be on an iPad, I just don't get it. I don't get her. I just feel like you have to go through a level of uncomfortable to get to the point where your child is comfortable with it. And people are not able to get through the uncomfortable. My mom used to tell me that people who are bored are too dumb to think of something to do. It's almost like I would prefer your kid be playing Minecraft on a full PC build in the backseat of the car. At least then they're doing something actively, building. That's what I'm saying. At least that's a little creativity. That's literally, in Carly Joy, that is the basis for my parenting. If I find myself as a 32-year-old conscious adult in therapy addicted to my phone more than I would like to be, why would I want my kid to do that? Sorry, I have to text about my toddler. Like, okay, but your screen time, I don't know if you're all on your phones. I know a lot of people watch me on TV, but like your screen time as an adult is like a conscious decision for you to walk. You're interacting with other human beings, but like your toddler can't interact with people on a screen. I don't know. We've had many conversations about how like Twitch works, and Twitch is just like a social tool for a world that like does not know how to communicate with each other anymore. And I feel like it's a necessary tool for adults as our world grows, but like can't hand write? Yeah, that's wild. I'm logging off. Sorry for just yapping the whole time. I'm not really that sorry, but I love to yap. Anyways, if you felt attacked by this and you're a parent, I genuinely encourage you to take your kid somewhere that does not have technology involved. Please go to the library. Please go to a park. Thank you. I will be streaming while I'm in England, so no stress. At least little streams here and there, at least from either my phone or from a PC setup. So have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you later. I know, I'm so excited. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, we're raiding. They're playing Animal Crossing right now. Always too scared to say her name, not gonna lie to you. I'm coming to... I'll be in London